everyone. We are ready to start. Just a reminder about your cell phones, please switch them off. Thank you.
Good morning, Ms. Mhlasedi.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Will your witness be swearing or affirming?
Thank you, Chairperson. Witness C, our witness today, has confirmed that he will take the affirmation. Thank you.
Good morning, Witness C.
Morning, Commissioners. Good morning.
Do you affirm that the evidence you are going to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
We affirm.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chairperson and Commissioners. If I may start off with a few housekeeping items. Witness C, just to confirm that you can hear me.
Yes, Commissioners, I can hear you.
Thank you, Witness C. Witness C, please confirm that you are in possession of file 1 of 2, which should contain your witness statement.
Commissioners, I am in possession of file 1, which contains my statement.
Thank you, Witness C. Please also confirm that you are in possession of file 2 of 2, which should contain your annexures.
I confirm that I am in possession of file 2 of 2.
Thank you, Chairperson. I therefore propose that the witness statement bundle be referred to as WC1, and then the annexure bundle, we can refer to that as WC2.
Thank you, Ms. Mhlasedi. These W's and things are confusing, and you sometimes wonder whether we don't have duplication. No. I'm not suggesting there is, no.
Absolutely not, Chairperson. And yes. During the course of witnesses' testimony, I will casually refer to it as the witness statement bundle or the annexure bundle, if that is less complicated. Thank you.
Can I maybe just to point out that in the annexures bundle, you already have a WC1, which is a document application for advertised post. So maybe the statement should have a different name, because that's a WC1, and then it goes all the way to WC9. That's your annexure bundle.
Okay.
That's
witness C.
That's exactly the point I was trying to make. You know.
Or just witness C.
The statement.
Thank you, Chairperson Balu. Thank you, Commissioner Balu.
Thank you. Yes, Ms. Mhlasedi.
Thank you, Chairperson. Witness C, could I please ask you to turn to page 40 of your witness statement, please? Page 40. Are you there, Witness C?
Commissioners, I'm at page 40 of the affidavit.
Thank you. At the foot of page 40, please confirm that that is your signature that appears at the bottom of the page.
I confirm that the signature on the bottom of the page is my signature.
And please further confirm that this witness statement was prepared for purposes of your evidence before the Commission.
True, Commissioners, the statement was prepared for the purpose of the Commission.
Witness C, If I can then take you back to the beginning of your witness statement.
Before that, unless I missed it perhaps, why don't you also have the witness confirm the contents of the statement, or did he?
Witness C, please confirm the contents of your witness statement before the commission and its correctness.
Commissioners, I confirm that the contents of the statements and that the correctness thereof are true and the true reflection of what I have deposed in the statement.
Thank you, Chairperson. Witness C, could we begin at the beginning of your witness statement? Please turn to page 3, paragraph 1.
I am there, Commissioners.
Thank you. Witness C, do you confirm the contents of paragraph 1?
I confirm the contents thereof of paragraph 1.
Thank you. Could I ask you to read into the record the second sentence in paragraph 1? The second sentence in paragraph 1.
I am a member of the political Killing Stars team, PKTT, and a certified forensic investigator specializing in fraud and corruption investigations.
Thank you, Witness C. The contents of that paragraph will become important as we work through your evidence this morning. Please then turn to the contents of paragraph 4. Do you confirm the correctness of your background and service history?
I confirm, Commissioners.
Thank you. Commissioners, that brings us to paragraph 9 of the witness statement. I would simply, at this stage, ask the commissioners to take notice of the contents of page 9, of paragraph 9. They set out the 5 themes that witness C will address in the course of his testimony, so we might just refer back to that. Thank you.
Can I ask that paragraph 6, line 2, be read into the record unless you advise that there's a particular reason why it should not? I think it may also become relevant later on.
There is no challenge with that. Thank you, Commissioner Baloy. Witness C?
Commissioner Kumalo.
Thank you, Commissioner Kumalo.
I have not married him.
It must have something to do with the Concord judgment.
Is it? About the taking of... Thank you. Witness C, could you kindly then read the contents of paragraph 6 into the record?
I joined the PKTT where that part of the sentence.
Yes. Paragraph 6, beginning, I joined the PKTT where?
In 2020, I joined the PKTT where I conducted organized investigations into the contract killings of politicians and office bearers, University of Fort Hare staff members, and several high-profile persons in Gauteng province.
If I'm not mistaken, I think you left out crime, organized crime investigations. Yes, Ms. Mahlasedi.
Witness C, could I ask you then to turn the page to page 5? We're now on paragraph 10 of your witness statement.
I am there, Commissioners.
Thank you, Witness C. In paragraph 10, you refer to the relevant SAPS dockets that you will refer to in the course of your evidence. In order to properly situate the commission, could I ask that you state the CAS number of the respective docket and give a high-level summary of the main dockets highlighted in bold for the commission? Could we start with paragraph 10.1?
Thank you, Commissioners. Upon joining the operations in Gauteng, I was assigned with Erasmia CAS 104 of 11, 2024, which this case was a kidnapping case of Mrs. Ngobile Dikale and her son, who were abducted at Copperleaf in Centurion. Furthermore, I was also assigned with Wildebreg case 315 of 11, 2024, which is a case pertaining the kidnapping of Mr. Jerebu Shuga, a businessman at Centurion. And there had been a ransom demand of 25 million in Bitcoin. Also, I joined the team in investigating a case which is Vereniging CAS 274 of 4, 2024, which is the murder of Mr. Swart Armand, a QTech employee who was assassinated in Vereniging. Further to this, I was also assigned, or I joined the team in investigating Senten case 436 of 10, 2023, which is, this is an attempted murder case involving Ms. Tebogo Tobejane, Anele Malinga, and Kumbulani Ngube.
Thank you, Witness C.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Witness C, you can then turn over the page to page 7. The page begins with a heading titled My Role in the PKTT. With reference to paragraph 11 on page 7, please inform the Commission when exactly you joined the PKTT and what was your title within the entity.
Thank you, Commissioners. On the 5th of May 2020, I joined the PKTT in KZN as an investigator, and I worked under the command of Lieutenant General Kumalo. And since then, I was doing politically related matters or matters in KZN. And in 2023, I was deployed to Eastern Cape to do investigations on the murders and fraud and corruption cases at UFH.
UFH in full being?
University of Fort Hare Commissioners.
Witness C, if we can then go to paragraph 13, could you briefly tell the Commission the different entities that you worked with during your work with the PKTT?
Thank you, Commissioners. As the PKTT, it's a multidisciplinary approach of investigations. I worked directly with the Director of Public Prosecutions in KZN and also the Department of Correctional Services. Thank you.
And what would be the involvement of the Department of Correctional Services?
Thank you, Commissioners. The involvement with the Department of Correctional Services, it is where we detain or incarcerate our suspects, and from time to time, we will be in communication with them as needs arises. Some of the times we will have to go to conduct investigations within the Department of Correctional Services.
I was asking specifically because you refer that they would also assist with witness protection. You do
Yes,
confirm that?
Yes, Commissioners. When we have the already sentenced prisoners, they will facilitate the transportation and protection of those prisoners thereof. And also, should we require a prisoner to be transferred to a specific prison, then they will do the facilitation thereof.
Thank you, Chairperson. Witness C, with reference to paragraph 14 and 15, please tell the Commission where you were based at the time that you were investigating the University of Fort Hare cases.
Whilst I was visiting, I was at a tech job. I'm afraid of naming the tech job itself, but then the tech job that I was reporting to, it was reporting to the MAJOC, which is the Mission Area Joint Operational Center, and the tech job is an operational, tactical joint operational center. Then in 2023, then I was deployed to Eastern Cape, whereby I joined the Alice TAC job, which was investigating the matters of University of Fort Hare. Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Witness C. If you can then turn the page over to page 8. We have a heading just at the top of the page titled My Deployment to Gauteng Counterintelligence Operations. Witness C, with reference to paragraph 16, please confirm your deployment to GCI and inform the Commission as to when this took place.
Thank you, Commissioners. On the 2nd of December 2024, I was redeployed from PKTT to Gauteng Counterintelligence Operations Team, GCI Ops, for the new taskings in Gauteng. Thank you, Commissioners.
And Witness C, with reference to paragraph 17 and 18, please describe in your own words for the Commission the events of your first day as after being deployed to GCI.
Thank you, Commissioners. On the 2nd of December 2024, I upon my joining the GCI Ops, I was introduced to two detectives by my commanders. The two detectives who are witness A and witness B, and the combat members and the rest of the other members that were at the tag job. On that day, I also received a briefing about pertaining Vereeniging case 275 of 4/2024, and which was going hand in hand, or which had parallel cases, being clip refer 77 of 4/2024, probably 149 of 4/2024, and Sunnyside case 286 of 1/2024.
Sorry. Witness C, when you were deployed to join GCI Ops in December 2024, were you told what the reason for your deployment to Gauteng was?
I was informed that I am going to assist the GCI Ops with their investigations, not specifically as to which cases am I going to be investigating there, but only to be informed that I will be doing investigations there.
And did you remain a member of the PKTT while you were deployed at GCI Ops, or did you become a member of GCI Ops? How did the deployment work?
Once I am a member of a station that I cannot preempt right now, and I am on detached duties, whereby I was deployed to PKTT and became a member of PKTT. Now I'm deployed to GCI Ops, and I am now a member of GCI Ops.
Thank you, Commissioner. Witness C, you were still working through your response as per paragraph 18.3. Please proceed.
At the time I met with witness A and witness B, I came to know that there had been a lot of obstructions from the side of the SAPS, specifically the high-ranking officers, and also from the side of the suspects. So, and also that there had been a discrepancy with the ballistic report, and that they had been offered some sort of bribes, and there had been threats to their lives. And at the time, I learned also that they are under 24-hour protection. And I was informed that I will be expected to reside with them at the safe house, and also I will be working under the same conditions as they are under protection.
Witness C, please proceed to paragraph 18.4. That paragraph will also assist in further answering the question posed by Commissioner Khumalo.
Thank you, commissioners. I was also told that with the challenges that were ongoing, and that the members that I knew that were deployed with me to GCI Ops, and that we will also be residing together with the witness A and witness B, and that we will be provided with support from other law enforcement agencies that will be outside of Gauteng, as the obstructions were mainly from Gauteng. So therefore, assistance from outside Gauteng will be required from us.
Thank you, Witness C. Witness C, having testified to the Commission that you were deployed to GCI Ops, please inform the Commission whether the dockets you are investigating post the 2nd of December 2024 are GCI Ops dockets or PKTT dockets.
The dockets that I am currently investigating are GCI Ops dockets. And before I joined the GCI Ops, I was investigating the dockets that belonged to PKTT, which is Political Killings Task Team Commissioners.
Thank you, Witness C. My last question on this aspect is, please inform the Commission who you report to, your ultimate superior, in the discharge of your duties at GCI Ops.
My superior at the GCI Ops is Lieutenant General Khumalo. Thank you, Commissioners.
Witness C, if we may then begin with theme 1, which is titled the 6th of December operation at the residence of Mr. Madlanga. With reference to paragraph 20, please confirm that on the 3rd of December, you received 2 dockets, and relay to the Commission what those 2 dockets are related to.
Thank you, Commissioners. On the 3rd of December, which was my second day at the GCI Ops, I received 2 dockets. And I took a briefing from the 2 dockets, which is Virdabrech case 315 of 11/2024, whereby a businessman known as Jeribu Shuka was kidnapped at Centurion. A second docket that was handed over to me was Erasmia, case 104 of 11/2024, which was a kidnapping case of Ms. Ngobile Dihale and her son, who were also abducted in Centurion. Thank you, Commissioners.
Witness C, please inform the Commission the circumstances under which the GCI Ops became involved in the investigation of these 2 kidnappings, and then also inform the Commission what were the underlying reasons that motivated the operation at Mr. Madlanga's residence.
Thank you, Commissioners. We received a briefing from Lieutenant General Dumisani Khumalo that he had been tasked or instructed by the National Commissioner to take the investigations into the kidnapping of Jerry Ushoga, and we were informed that there is information which leads us to the house of Mr. Madlanga, Vusumusi Ket Madlanga, as a person identified to be the person behind the kidnapping. And further information was that Mr. Madlanga has been kept, Mr. Ushoga had been kept captive at the house of one Mr. Vusumusi Madlanga. Thank you, Commissioner.
Witness C, with reference to paragraph 22, please confirm to the Commission the 3 operations detailed there, and then inform the Commission which of those operations you attended to.
Thank you, Commissioners. Then a plan was done to execute 3 operations for the 6th of December, 2024. It was an operation for an arrest of Mr. Kadiso Molife, as per Vereeniging Case 275 of 4/2024, and also the arrest of Lucky Witumelo Molife, who is a nephew of Mr. Kadiso Molife, as per Vereeniging Case 275 of 4/2024, and an operation for the search of Mr. Jerry Ushoga at the residence of Mr. Madlanga, as per Virdabrecht Case 315 of 11/2024. Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you, Witness C. Please turn the page then to page 11 of your witness statement. At the top of page 11 is a heading titled Briefing at Special Task Force Officers. Witness C, with reference to paragraphs 24 and 25, please describe to the Commission the events that took place at the task force officers that day.
Thank you, Commissioners. In the morning of the 6th of December, 2024, a profiling was conducted on Mr. Vusumusi Madlanga, and it was found that Vusumusi Madlanga is a person who had crossed paths with the law previously. So therefore, some sort of enforcement is required. Therefore, by 1400 hours on the same day, we proceeded to the Special Task Force offices, where my commander, together with an FSL expert, forensic science laboratory personnel expert, who joined us, and we indeed did the briefing at the STF offices.
You mentioned your commander without telling us who that was. Will you tell us, or if you are not willing to, will you tell us why not?
Commissioners, I believe if I do tell the name of the commander, it might compromise him because I do not know if the commander will be called to be a witness before the commissioner or not.
And in the third line, you mention a member of the PKTT without mentioning the name. Do you have a reason for not doing so?
Thank you, Commissioner. Yeah, the reason is still the same, that I do not know if this forensic expert member will be called to testify before the commission. Thank you.
Thank you. Witness C, if I may assist, please inform the commission whether the identity of the warrant officer provided there as an individual who is based at the Forensic Science Laboratory is not a reference to the same individual who is also a member of the PKTT. Kindly, please respond to this question without identifying the particular warrant officer.
I didn't capture the question correctly, Commissioners. I wish that could be repeated.
Let me assist you, Witness C. In the first sentence of paragraph 24, the last few words are, "and a member of the PKTT." Please explain to the Commission whether that reference, "and a member of the PKTT," is a reference to the warrant officer or is a reference to another individual who joined you and the commander at the STF offices.
Thank you, Commissioners. Yeah, it is the same forensic expert who is also a member of the PKTT.
Thank you, Witness C. Please proceed to describe the events of the afternoon of the 6th to the Commission.
Thank you, Commissioners. After the briefing was done at the STF offices, around 1700 hours, we then left the STF offices and we drove with about 20 combat members to the residence of Mr. Vusimusi Madlanga here in Pretoria. And where upon arrival, the combat members entered the premises and made it sure that the premise is safe for us to proceed, with which when we entered the premises of Mr. Madlanga, we encountered at the gate 2 security guards who came known to me as Mr. Koza and Mr. Mukwana. And then as the combat members had already neutralized the venue, then they led me into the house of Mr. Madlanga.
Witness C, what does neutralize mean?
Thank you, Commissioners. Neutralizing, it means that the combat members, they have secured that all the people who were within the premises are not in possession of firearm or any dangerous weapons. Thank you, Commissioner.
It sounds like it has negative connotations, witness C. Yes, Ms. Muhlasedi?
Thank you. Witness C, the next...
I'm sorry, not your explanation, just the verb neutralized. Yes, Ms. Muhlasedi.
Thank you, Chairperson. Witness C, before you describe to the Commission your continued search for Mr. Bushukha, please assist in answering this one question. With reference to paragraph 24, please explain to the Commission what was the importance of holding a briefing with the members of the Special Task Force and why it was deemed necessary for this operation.
Thank you, Commissioners. It was deemed necessary to conduct the briefing because the STF members were not aware of the planned operation. They had to be briefed about the structures of the premises, and they had to be given the background of the target. So it was deemed necessary for them to be briefed or to be informed beforehand. Thank you, Commissioners.
Witness C, the involvement of the STF, I mean, we've understood that they don't get involved in regular policing. Why did it become necessary to involve them in your operation?
Thank you, Commissioners. It was necessary because this was a kidnapping case whereby somebody had been held against his or her own will. And one of the special fields of the STF is the hostage negotiations and release. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Witness C, we are now at paragraph 26 of your witness statement. Please describe to the Commission this event subsequent to you entering the Bushukha, my apologies, the Madlanga residence.
Thank you, Commissioners. Myself and the FSL experts, we did a walkthrough the premises whereby the FSL expert was taking photographs of all the evidential items that we had found, and the combat members would direct us to the rooms that when they entered, they were individuals inside. Thank you, Commissioners.
Please proceed, Witness C.
Okay, thank you. At the first room, we have found one person who became known to me as a Malawian national, Mr. Yusufu Mutupanyama, in one of the rooms in the main house. He indicated to us that he is a general worker at the premises, and when asked, "Who are you with in the premises?" he just mentioned that my boss is not here. with which I understood that by him saying that my boss is not here, he was referring to the owner of the house, Mr. Vusimusi Madlanga. We then conducted a search in the room of Mr. Yusufu Mtupanyama, wherein Mr. Jerry Bushoka was not in that room, but there was a white sheet that was very distinctive because it had torn edges and sides, and it was manually tied to the window as a curtain. And that white sheet, it is distinctive because when one of the videos for the ransom that was sent to the family of Jerry Bushoka, we could say that the sheet resembles the same as that on the video, Commissioners.
Did that lead you to believe that Mr. Bushoka may have been in those premises?
That is correct, Commissioners. It gave me hope as it was the first room that we might find Mr. Bushoka in one of the rooms, Commissioners.
Witness C.
Sorry, witness C, just to be sure that we understand, you say the distinctive features that looked very similar and that made the sheet, that white sheet look very similar to the one in the ransom videos. What were those distinctive features?
Thank you, Commissioners. The sheet had uneven edges. You can tell that a scissor was not used to cut the sheet, but it was torn apart it was teared off with hands, and it was just a white, clean sheet. And to me, it became very odd to find that sheet hanged or manually tied to the window in that house.
Thank you.
Thank you. Witness C, you used the word odd to describe the manner in which the sheet was tied. Or please explain why you would describe that using that word.
Thank you, Commissioners. I also can tell that when I say the house of Mr. Madlanga, it is like an understatement. I was supposed to be saying the mansion of Mr. Madlanga, with which I expected to see a proper curtain on that window of the room of Mr. Yusufu Mtupanyama. Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Witness C. With reference to paragraph 29, did you question Mr. Yusufu on, the sheet, and what was the response you received from him, if any?
Thank you, Commissioners. I had asked Mr. Yusufu as to where did he get the sheet, and he indicated that he was given by his boss. And though he never told us as to when was it given to him, commissioners. And I further asked him if as to where was Mr. Bushoha, and his response was that he doesn't know where Mr. Bushoha was. Thank you, commissioners.
Mr.
In your, in your statement, you say that he replied that he did not know him. I understand that not to refer to the whereabouts, but to mean that he just did not know who Mr. Bushoha was.
That is correct, commissioners. He indicated that he doesn't know Mr. Bushoha, and he doesn't know where Mr. Bushoha might be. Thank you, commissioners.
Thank you, Witness C. We are now at paragraph 30 of your witness statement on page 12. In paragraph 30, you mentioned that you are called by a member of the team. Please relay to the commission what happened thereafter.
Thank you, commissioners. One combat member came to me and indicated that there are some cottages on the outside where I should head to, as there are individuals in those cottages. So I requested one member of the combat team to remain with Mr. Yusufu, and I proceeded to the cottages. Whereupon arrival at the cottages, I have found two adult males, African males, who then became known to me as Mr. Mzimela and Mr. Mtetwa. I asked them as to what they were doing there, and they informed me that they work for CAT VIP Security, further informing me that the security company they're working for belonged to Mr. Vusimusi Madlanga. Whilst I was still speaking with them, I saw two pistols that were on the bed. Under the pillow, I could still see, even though they were under the pillows. And there were also two rifles that were propped against the wall in the same room. Then I asked them as to who the firearms belonged to, and they indicated that they were CAT VIP Security Company firearms, and they had been permitted to be in possession of those firearms. I then asked for the permits for the firearms, the 4 firearms. And when I checked at the permits of the firearms, the serial numbers...
Before you continue, from what you say here, that is in paragraph 32, and what you say later, it seems to me that there's a difference between a firearm license and the permit or permits that you refer to later. Can you please tell us what a permit is?
A permit means that it will be a firearm that belongs to a company, and a certain individual with competencies to carry such firearm can be permit to use or to be in possession of that specific firearm whilst the person is on duty.
So the holder of the firearm license is the company, and then permits get issued to individuals who are to be in possession of the firearms, getting possession from the company.
That's correct, Commissioners.
Please proceed, Witness C. You were taking the commission through paragraph 33.
Thank you, Commissioners. Then the two security officials handed me the permits. I then checked the permits and I found that they indeed correspond with the serial numbers on the permits corresponds with the serial numbers of the firearms. But on the permit, I noticed some sort of irregularities on the permit because the signature on the permits were pre-signed, or I could say that they were digitally signed, which means that any person can just write in the serial numbers of the firearms and will say that the firearm were indeed handed over by the responsible person of the company. And furthermore, I requested the two security guards to show me the safe. And they indicated that they didn't have a safe in the room where they could have placed those firearms. And I found that to be in contravention of the Firearm Control Act.
Thank you, Witness C. With reference to paragraph 33, my apologies, based on your experience having worked with firearms, is it your evidence this morning that the Firearms Controls Act does not permit permits that are digitally signed?
Correct, Commissioners. The Firearm Control Act doesn't allow the pre-signed permits because the person who hands over the permit or who issues the permit to a security personnel must sign in the presence of that security personnel and as he or she is handing over the firearm to that security personnel. Thank you.
And therefore, in light of the irregularities that you identified in paragraph 33, what steps then did you take in respect of the 4 firearms?
I requested the forensic experts to package the firearms as I have indicated to them that I will be seizing them. And indeed, they were packaged and seized. Therefore, I continued with the search of Mr. Jerubushuka, and unfortunately, I didn't find him.
Witness X, did the two Mrs. Mzimela and Mtetwa say to you, or was it your understanding that they were on guard duty when you found them there?
Mr. Mtetwa and Mr. Mzimela were sleeping at their quarters, waiting for their shift, for their next day shift to start. They were supposed to report for duty the next day at 6 o'clock in the morning.
And the way in which you found the firearms that you referred to, under the pillow, the pistols under the pillow, and rifles propped up against the wall, is that a proper way of storing firearms if they are not on duty? Is that permissible in terms of the law?
Thank you, commissioners. According to the law, the firearm must either be stored in the safe, prescribed safe, and or the firearm must only be on you, with you having full control of that firearm. Thank you, in a proper manner. Thank you, commissioners.
Thank you.
And therefore, witness C, the manner in which the 4 firearms were propped up against the wall and under a pillow is, in your evidence, a contravention of the Firearms Control Act.
That's correct, commissioners.
Thank you, witness C. We can then turn the page to page 14. We're now at paragraph 35. So please inform the commission what happened after you had searched the cottage of Mr. Mtetwa and established that Mr. Bushokha was not there.
Thank you, commissioners. After conducting the search at the cottage where Mr. Mtetwa and Zimela were, then I made my way back to the main house in order to carry on with interviewing Mr. Yusufu. And when I asked Mr. Yusufu as to if there are any other cottages that maybe he could lead me to. He took me to another cottage, which he told me that it is a house where Mr. Nkosinati Baloi, a brother to Mr. Matlala's wife, resides. Upon arrival at that room, at that cottage, there was no. And upon gaining access, I searched for Mr. Bushokha, and unfortunately, Mr. Bushokha was not in that room.
Thank you, witness C. Would it then be a correct summary of your evidence to say that at that point you had conducted a search on the room where you found Mr. Yusufu? You had conducted a search in the cottage where you found the 2 guards, and you had further conducted a search of the room of Mr. Nkosnati Baloi. And in all 3 of those quarters, you were unable to find Mr. Bushokha. Is that a fair summary of your evidence?
Thank you, commissioners. That will be indeed the summary of the searches that I have conducted at that point. Thank you.
Please then proceed to paragraph 36. Witness C.
Thank you, Commissioners. In the yard or in the premises of Mr. Matlala, there were a lot of vehicles. So now, as I was taking record of all the vehicles that were in the premises, a white Toyota Corolla entered the residence. I indeed went to the driver of the motor vehicle and asked who he was. I identified myself to him and he told myself that he was given Tsepo Makofane and he was a driver of Mr. Matlala. He further informed me that he had received a call from Mr. Matlala that he should come and fetch him. And as I was still standing with Mr. Makofane, taking his details, a combat member came to me and advised that my commander was looking for me. I then left with the combat member to the main house, where he directed me to the main bedroom, whereby I found my commander with a person that became known to me as Mr. Matlala, and a person who became known to me as Mrs. Tsakani Matlala. Thank you.
Witness C, where you refer to a combat member, can you just remind us, is that a particular unit or combat? I think you've referred to combat team. Is that a particular unit, and what is that unit?
Thank you, Commissioners. I didn't get that clearly, as I think we've got a challenge in the network.
Let me try again and see if you'll hear me this time. The question is, you've been referring to combat team and combat member. If you would just explain, what is that team? What unit is that?
Thank you, Commissioners. When I refer to combat members, I'm not referring specifically to a unit, Commissioners. When I say combat members, I'm referring to the members of either they will be STF members or NIU members or TRT members.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Witness C. Before you proceed with the next subheading, which is your interview with Mr. Matlala, please inform the Commission whether Mr. Given Makofane informed you when approximately he had received a call from Mr. Matlala.
Thank you, Commissioners. Mr. Makofane indicated that he had received a call just some few minutes after 1700 hours. And that will be the time that we were leaving the STF offices. Thank you.
Sorry, Witness C, there's just something that is not clear to me. Throughout your search of the house and the two cottages, was Mr. Matlala there or did you first encounter him later in the day when I believe you said he was fetched by his driver or he had called his driver to come and get him? Where was Mr. Madlanga when you were searching the premises and the two cottages?
Thank you, commissioners. At this time and point, I haven't encountered Mr. Madlanga as yet. Mr. Madlanga was only encountered when I had left Mr. Makofane, as I was called by the combat member who led me to the main bedroom, whereby I now found Mr. Madlanga, Mrs. Madlanga, and my commander there.
Thank you.
Thank you, Witness C. Please, picking up from paragraph 38, please then describe to the Commission your subsequent discussion with Mr. Madlanga.
Thank you, commissioners. Upon my entry at the into the main bedroom of Mr. Madlanga, there was Mr. Madlanga, my commander, and Mrs. Madlanga, and there was also a combat member who was standing by. I then performed a search. Before that, Mr. Madlanga requested that his wife be excused from the room, and indeed she was allowed to go outside. And then thereafter, I conducted a search in the bedroom, and as I searched for Mr. Bushuha, I couldn't find him. And then I also asked Mr. Madlanga if he had any weapon, and he showed me a 9mm pistol that was placed on his pedestal. I then asked Mr. Madlanga as to why was his firearm lying there, just exposed as it was, and why was the firearm not in the safe?
Did you establish if it was a licensed firearm, Witness C?
Thank you, commissioners. I did request him to show me his firearm license, and indeed he produced his firearm license. And when I checked the firearm license, and the firearm, the serial number corresponds with that on the license. So I asked him where was he safe. He indicated that he's got the safe within the house, and I asked him to point me as to where the safe is, but unfortunately he couldn't. And I told him that since, well, the firearm was not stored in a proper manner, then I will resolve to seize the firearm to conduct investigations on the firearm.
When you say he attempted to point out a safe to me but was unsuccessful, what does it mean? Is it the same thing as saying there was no safe in the room?
There was no safe in the room, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Thank you, Witness C. Please then proceed to the last 3 sentences in paragraph 38. Please continue.
Thank you, Commissioners. As I have indicated, I have informed him that I will be seizing the firearm and I will be sending the firearm for ballistic testing. And furthermore, for security purposes and or reasons, I requested that the combat member who was standing by next to our commander, to my commander, to stand on the other side of the door so that we can now conduct an interview with Mr. Madlanga.
Thank you, Witness C. At the point of seizing Mr. Madlanga's firearm, please then confirm to the Commission the total number of firearms that you had seized at his residence that day.
Thank you, Commissioners. On that day, we have seized 2 rifles and 3 pistols, totaling to 5.
Thank you, Witness C. Please then proceed from paragraph 39.
Thank you, Commissioners. We then sat inside the room. He provided us with a space where we can sit. And I requested the cell phone of Mr. Madlanga. And also I requested him if he is consenting to us searching the phone and or downloading the phone, with which he consented, provided us with the PIN codes and deactivated the facial lock features on the phones. And we then proceeded to conduct an interview. As we were about to start with the interview, my commander informed me that upon his entrance at Mr. Madlanga's bedroom, Mr. Madlanga indicated that he wanted to talk to us. Then, indeed, we sat and we lent him an ear to listen to what he wanted to tell us. He then informed us that he knew the reason for us to be at his premises and that we were there looking for Mrs. Nqobile Dikgale and the child. And the reason for that is that he had been trying to assist the family in locating the kidnapped individuals, and they know that he is capable of doing that because he once assisted a Pakistani family to reunite them with the kidnapped person, member of their family. And he indicated that the reason why he was able to assist that family is because of the connections that he has and the type, the industry that, the security industry that he is in business. And now people are suspecting him of being behind all the kidnappings that were happening around Gauteng. We then asked him of his criminal background. And yes, indeed, he told us that he had been, he was previously arrested for cases ranging from common robberies, armed robberies, cash in transit, and he indicated that that was in the past, as now he is a businessman. We then asked him if he knew Mr. Bushuha, and he told me that, yes, he knew Mr. Bushuha, and they had been friends from 2012, and they were engaged in criminal activities together. As we asked where the whereabouts of Mr. Bushuha, he indicated that he didn't know where Mr. Bushuha was. And he informed us that he had been in communication with the family of Bushuha, as they had also approached him seeking assistance to locate Mr. Bushuha.
Please continue, witness C.
Mr. Mathala also indicated that he doesn't know the identity of the people who are suspected to be behind the kidnapping of Mr. Jerry Bushuha, but he indicated that Jerry Bushuha owed people money and he was in business. He further informed us that he himself, Kate Mathala, had lent Mr. Bushuha an amount of 5 million as he wanted to buy a machine for processing drugs.
Please proceed, witness C.
Thank you. He further informed us or identified business associates of Mr. Bushuha who is in the same drug business. And he indicated also that Mr. Bushuha, as his friend, has once informed him that he had a fallout with his drug associates. And that maybe the associates that he had a fallout with might want to harm him.
Thank you, witness C. And so when you questioned Mr. Matlala about the possible whereabouts of Mr. Bushuha, what was the response you received?
Mr. Matlala indicated that he doesn't know where Mr. Bushuha is.
Thank you, witness C. 2 follow-up questions on this aspect of your evidence. Is it then a fair summary of what you've detailed thus far, that when Mr. Matlala was questioned on Mr. Bushuha's possible whereabouts, he denied a role in the kidnapping of Mr. Bushuha? Is that accurate?
That is correct, Commissioners. He indicated that he had nothing to do with the kidnapping of either Mr. Bushuha or the family of Mr. A.B. Dikhale.
And when questioned again in respect of Mr. Boshoga's kidnapping, Mr. Matlala proffered or suggested that certain unsavory characters within the drug world might have sought to harm Mr. Boshoga. Is that an accurate summary of your evidence?
That is an accurate summary of the evidence. He also gave us names that indeed the investigations is still undergoing. So it's still ongoing, and now we cannot divulge those names as Mr. Boshoga hasn't been found as yet.
And my final question on this score, witness C, is it then correct that Mr. Matlala's position was that he is not a kidnapper or did not kidnap Mr. Boshoga, but rather that he was involved in assisting the families of kidnapped people due to his experience in the security industry? Is that accurate?
That is accurate, Commissioners.
Witness C, how was this interview conducted, and was it recorded, perhaps?
Thank you, Commissioners. The interview was conducted in a peaceful manner, and it was indeed recorded, Commissioners.
Thank you, witness C. Witness C, could you then proceed to paragraph 45 of your witness statement, please?
Thank you, Commissioners. As we proceed with our interview with Mr. Matlala, he started now to tell us that he is a recipient of a SAPS health tender that is about 1.2 billion for 3 years.
You introduced this witness C by saying under main paragraph 45 that Mr. Matlala proceeded to make several startling disclosures. These are reflected below, and then 45.1, you then say what you've just said about the contract for 1.2 billion rand. Why do you say this was startling?
Thank you, Commissioners. We never asked Mr. Matlala as to whether he had a tender with the SAPS or not. And as we go further, as you will see, he started name dropping of senior police officials. And while I'm saying startling, maybe I would also say that I am of an opinion that he said that and dropped the names of senior police officials in order maybe to intimidate us that he is connected to high-ranking officials of the SAPS.
Thank you. I did not mean to derail you. Then you may go on itemizing what you say was startling.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Chairperson. Witness C, you can then pick it up from paragraph 45, paragraph 45.2.
Thank you. He then told us that he had close connections with very senior police officials within the SAPS, and he named number one, the Deputy National Commissioner, General Sibia,